All right, hello and welcome back to Pape Races. We've got the All Bosses exhibition on the show today, featuring Morpheus, Random, and Sway, three very experienced and high-level runners. So this is going to be a good one. I've got myself, Lopez, in the booth alongside Phantom. Why don't you go introduce yourself, Phantom?
Yeah, Phantom. I'm here to help Lopez commentate and hopefully bounce back and forth on keeping track on these races. I'm sure it'll be very interesting watching what I think is going to be three almost different routes.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's going to be doing the exact same route. There's no restrictions to this, so this is going to be very interesting to see what everyone decides to do with their routing.
Yeah, with no restrictions, it looks like based on splits, no one's still going to skip bow. I think they were all planning not to anyway.
Yeah, for good reason.
I'm
Yeah,
sure
no
everyone wants to
restrictions means
finish.
you can add as much risk or as little risk as you want, and I feel like everyone wants to have a chance of finishing.
Yeah.
Okay, this is gonna be very exciting. I'm very eager to see how this unfolds, so we're gonna go ahead and get the race started here in a sec. All right, I can see the race gonna kick off here in just a moment. Okay, it looks like we're off. I think Random's a little bit a little bit behind. Didn't have a file ready.
Oops.
Well, he's got his own timer, so we can use that to keep track of how
Yeah.
everything's going. We can just sync that up. That shouldn't be too big of a deal.
Yeah, off to the prologue race.
One notable thing about this category is since we're fighting all the bosses, that means that we can't skip the Junior Troopa here in Prologue, which will make Prologue a little bit easier to get out of, less ways to lose time.
Yeah,
The
he does
unfortunate
count as a
thing
boss.
that he does count as a boss despite having 5 HP. The unfortunate thing about not being able to skip Junior Troopa is that means that we need to throw an extra Fright Jar in the round. We all know how much we love Fright Jars here in Pape Races.
Yeah. It's a little interesting change because you do the shopping in Toad Town versus Koopa Village, which is pretty different than normal.
Yeah, I think that's something that's unique to all bosses. I don't think any other category does shopping in Toad Town.
I
At
think
least
the
any other
only
main category.
yeah, I think the only other time you'd do it is if you were doing the beginner route for all cards.
That's true, yeah. If you do beginner all cards without junior skip, then the beginning looks very similar to what it will in all bosses.
Yeah.
Okay, it looks like everything is synced up now, so we're back on track. This will be good.
Morph and Sway hitting the cutscene at the same time, or random hitting it like half a second earlier.
You can see we've got all the runners' PBs displayed at the top by their names. This category is very hard to run at a high level because of bow skip and how much RNG that adds.
Yeah,
Makes it very, very unlikely.
Random's PB is what, like a week old?
Yeah, it's very recent. Random recently set the world record in this category, 307. Very exciting, and I'll be very curious to see what kind of route he decides to use. You can see his splits. He's comparing to a safe PB, which I presume he set using a route at least similar to what he's gonna use today. I know that he's been kind of hunting for route improvements in all bosses, adding a couple dizzy shells here and there, and changing up the meta by adding in early seed and rock climb, which is something
Yeah.
that we have never previously seen before in this category. Just because because we're fighting all the bosses, this means that we have to fight Buzzar at some point. So fighting Buzzar, we'll have parry carry by the time we have to do that, so we can just forgo doing early seed and use parry carry to get across the gap. But if you actually get the seed earlier, it saves about 19 seconds if you execute both tricks perfectly.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Random will be doing that based on his practice earlier this week.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be, I think, the first major difference between all three runners. Otherwise, we're just sitting in prologue for the next 18 minutes.
Yeah, I imagine everyone's routes will. I imagine everyone will be using basically the same route until maybe chapter 6, with very minor differences.
Yeah, I think Sway has some minor differences he made for chapter 4. I think for maybe Anti-Guy.
Oh, interesting. Oh, true. Anti-guy could maybe change some things.
Yeah.
The main differences that we'll be seeing is what kind of RNG everyone gets across chapter 1. We've got the fuzzy mini game. We've got the pit first strike on the paratroopa.
And we even have Black Toad skip before that, so
Yeah, very, very many opportunities to save or lose a couple seconds here and there throughout the first 40 minutes. And then after that, we've got the infamous 75% chance of getting speedy spin. That'll be good. There are 3 runners here today, and there's a 3 in 4
yeah,
chance that speedy spin will be here. So surely everything will
not
work.
a terrible chance that one of them gets speedied. Yeah, prologue, not honestly not much different than glitchless until we get to Toad Town.
Yeah, and we'll point out the items that are used in the or that are bought in the shop because that's such a unique difference in all bosses at a top level compared to any other category. Very convenient that there's a fright jar that you can buy in that shop.
Convenient.
It
That's
depends
hilarious.
on how you look at it.
Yeah. Yeah, Fright Jar Dinks will definitely play a role if they happen. I think of all the main categories, the XP routing and all bosses is probably one of the more interesting ones.
Yeah,
Just because,
that's another thing to take into account is because we're fighting every single boss in the game, we're taking a lot more fights than we otherwise would in categories, like even glitchless included in that. We end this category with some pretty crazy stats, and having a lot of BP means that we get to be very, very powerful for the ending.
yeah, the power plus from the anti-guy fight just adds onto that a lot.
It's a very crucial part of being able to do the fights that we do in this category. It also adds a little bit of safety to the ending compared to a category such as all cards, where we do just a little bit less damage.
One damage may not seem like a lot, but it matters a ton on Bowser.
It adds up, especially when you're power bouncing. It really, really helps. Everyone's really, really close so far. No major mistakes just yet.
Oh, Random and Sway getting the table cancel.
Slightly optimized movement there. Love to see it. This is gonna be so fun to watch. All three of these all three of these runners have held world records in various categories in this game. So we're gonna see lots of high level gameplay, and it's very fun to watch.
Yeah, until recently, Sway and Random were literally 1 second apart in this category.
That's true, yeah. There you go, getting a couple bush coins here to facilitate buying that fright jar early in the shop. For better or for worse. Oh, Sway going ahead and hitting the block from the right side. This can be a little faster because Goompapa will travel a little closer to Mario, and he has less distance to travel towards the cutscene. So you can see Sway and Random are synced up right now.
And yeah, they came into the fight at exactly the same time, and Sway's quick jump was like a frame earlier.
Yeah, you can see all of this adds up just a little bit, and you can see it in the high level gameplay here how much these frames matter. Theoretically, you could do Junior Trooper Skip.
I mean, if you come back and fight him later, it's okay, right?
As long as you fight him later. If you really wanted to route out that fright jar. Quickly getting the block coin.
Taking the Fire Flower, same as every other category.
See if anyone decides to go on the top side on these Goombas. Maybe Sway? Oh, Sway
Yeah,
is.
Sway.
He's going for it. Saves a couple frames if you do this well. Love to see it. Movement looks a little scary. You have a little bit less room for error dodging those Goombas at the top, but it is faster. And each of these runners, what will be really nice to see is their own little unique twists to their gameplay. You'll get to see kind of their style of play being demonstrated throughout all of these rooms and doing stuff a little bit different.
Let's see if anyone forgets to skip the Goom Nut.
Yeah, with how often these runners have played glitched categories, it'll be pretty heavily ingrained to go straight right and get that Goom Nut. But not in this category. Since we're not doing Junior Skip, we have no need for that. Morpheus is skipping
Oh.
close call,
Interesting.
taking a little bit of a lead here. And we already have a slight route deviation. This will be interesting. Very curious. Very curious if that was a route decision or if that was muscle memory for Sway and Random. I'd believe either one.
Yeah. I wonder what would the close call be used for in this category, really?
I can only imagine that it would be used as like a backup for like Kent or Crystal King if you decide to do a riskier fight.
Yeah.
That's my only guess. Because you are really beefed up. You do a lot of damage in this category.
Yeah, it might just be that they're... Well, if they do effectively the bow skip final and just go for a close call in phase 1.
That's true. They could decide to do that. I believe that maybe not Random, but I believe Sway and Morph might be duping extra repel gels for safety on anti-guys and kind of the ending.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Maybe that could come in handy. And since we're not skipping Junior Trooper, we want to go back and hit that heart block so we have some stats to fight Goomba King here in the next screens. Man, I didn't think we'd see a route change this soon.
Yeah, that's interesting. I imagine it means that Morph is going to be going for a much safer set of fights.
Mm-hmm.
Which we'll see if that pays off. A little bit of RNG here. We'll get to see if anyone gets kicked. Well, more lucky.
Random saving some frames there, and Sway saving some frames too. That jump attack where the Goomba falls on you saves 8 frames or 0.24 seconds over getting kicked. Supposedly, it's a 50-50.
Random getting early bush.
Ooh. That's not something you see every day. Slight optimizations here and there.
Morph actually in the lead by a little bit right now.
Yeah, skipping close call, saving just a little bit of time, staying ahead. We'll see how that decision pans out. We'll see if Random and Sway decide to use close call, and it could potentially work to great effect for them.
30% of the time.
Yeah, 30% of the time it works every time. And we'll see who decides to try to save some frames and go to the continue don't save option.
Oh,
there's 2.
Everyone.
And 3. That's some gaming right there.
I assume some of them will save before the riskier fights, rather.
Mm-hmm. All right, Random confirming he's duping us to repel for safety.
Makes sense. It doesn't take too long to do. Might as well just have the odds in your favor.
Yeah, you never know what could happen. This category is pretty infamous for having to fight the anti-guy unit in Door 2 of Chapter 8. And the only really fast way to fight the anti-guys is by using Dizzy Shell with Cooper. And that mash is very difficult to max to 100%. But it's doable, but it's very difficult. And so if your mash is just a little bit off, there's a chance that you might get some dinks. And having repel gels there will ensure that you won't explode in Door 2 and lose tons of time.
Yeah, dying there loses way too much.
Yeah. There are other fights that exist, and we actually have those. We recently I'm working on some other routes for all bosses to make it a little more like accessible for entry level runners. So we've decided to kind of tweak the fights a little bit, make them as good as they can be.
Yeah, so everyone now just bought the Fire Flower and then a Fright Jar in that order. Uh, Fire Flower will be on the bottom of their inventory, which will be useful for the fuzzy fight.
Also, very important that they didn't forget to go to the shop because it's so
Yeah.
unique. You do see that happen every once in a while when people run all bosses. They forget to buy the items and they have to go back. You need that. You need to have 2 Fright Jars going into chapter 1. Pretty slick movement from everyone here, working their way up Shooting Star Summit. One of the trickier rooms in Prologue. Very easy to get caught on the steps, lose some time, make mistakes. Even for experienced runners. Let's see random made up some time there on Morpheus with some cleaner movement.
Yeah, in the shop, when Morph was trying to buy the Fire Flower, he was the Toad tried to sell him a POW block first.
Oh no. You're really trying to get that sales bonus.
Yeah.
Okay, the final Peach cutscene of Prologue. We're almost out of here. to greener pastures, some might say.
It's actually the final Peach cutscene for a while, too. Well, other than Chapter 1 one.
Yeah,
We
and
get to skip out on a good chunk of the Peach scenes.
yeah, that's very nice with all bosses. The huge difference between all bosses and all cards is you don't have to touch the cards in this category. You don't have to do card LZS. You can kind of just leave. Leave
Yep.
the Star Spirits trap forever.
I mean, the cards are there, not being guarded. They can find their own way out.
One thing we will see though is that the card order, or the chapter order rather, will be the same as it is for all cards. We're still breaking the game, and we do have to go travel to each chapter. And this is the best order to do it in.
Yep. Alright, once we get past this Magic Koopa fight, we may see a shakeup in the order here, depending on how Green Toad behaves.
Yeah, it's all up to Green Toad now. It doesn't matter who's in the lead until the next room. All right, all 3 runners hitting that block there. Hitting that block in particular saves 4 frames. Some blocks, most blocks don't actually matter if you hit them or not.
Yeah,
As
that
far
block
as
in
time save
particular.
goes, yeah, it's a little laggy.
Yeah. Definitely one of the harder ones.
Let's see who the Green Toad is feeling kind to today, if anyone.
Oh no, not random.
Oh no, Morph getting in there pretty quickly. And Sway having to wait a little bit. Just like that, Morph is taking the lead.
Oh, Sway failing Black Toad skip.
Oh, that's a little unfortunate there. And there's that second Fright Jar. Oh, Sway
Oh,
not quite getting enough height to clip out of the ground there.
oh no. Random? Not very far behind Morph here.
One nice thing about all bosses is that you can skip out on the shop here in Koopa Village, saving a fair bit of time here. Sway getting out of prologue now. Very good stuff.
Yeah, Sway's definitely not out of it. Anything could happen.
Yeah, lots of run left to be had. Sway getting the overlap. That's cool. That saves some time. And now here's a little bit more RNG. We'll see. We'll see what happens with the fuzzies. With the fuzzies, it's random how many bounces they'll do between trees and which tree they'll end up in. And also how fast they bounce between trees. So there's a lot going on here.
Huh. Morph getting 224. And random getting 233.
Okay, and that fire flower from earlier used right here on these fuzzies.
Yeah, very important that they bought the fire flower before the fright jar. Otherwise, menu would not be that easy. Up 2 is a lot more annoying to do than up 1.
Yeah, that's for sure. All right, no one getting HP plus. I don't think there's any route for this category that gets HP plus. No need.
Yeah, I can't imagine there is.
Getting that bush coin, a little bit more RNG, but we do need the cash. That's another interesting thing with all bosses. Because we don't have to buy anything in Koopa Village, we actually have a lot of coins. So every other category that goes like through chapter 1 will break both of the fire bars in after the pit. All bosses actually skips one, and that saves a significant amount of time and a lot of RNG. There's also this guy on the bridge.
He does
Definitely
exist.
scary. Oh.
Yeah, chapter 1 will be very similar to all cards here. In terms of doing staircase skip, getting Bombette early, and then doing the pit with Bombette.
Yeah, having Bombette for the pit makes it so much faster. Provided you can hit the first strikes.
Yeah, the first strike is a little... pretty difficult, I would say.
And here's one difference to all cards, is we level up here on the first key fight, which means we have 10 FP going through the pit. And that means, because we didn't buy any POW blocks in Koopa Village, we do a different cannon fight than what you would see in all cards. which it's a little slower than that fight, but the time saved from skipping the shop entirely is huge, so it's very worth doing. All right, next up, staircase skip from Morpheus. Very fast.
Yeah, that was a very good staircase skip, and random is just as good.
Amazing.
Unfortunately, we have the jail fight next, right?
Yep, next up is the jail fight. There's 3 enemies here, and we don't want to kill them. We want to get rid of them and make them run away. So hopefully, hopefully we see 9 successes here.
Yeah, I don't know exactly how the XP works out if you get dinks here, because you will level up earlier somewhere.
You are allowed to get 2, I think, across the 5 enemies that you fried jar.
That sounds right. I think it's only really an issue if you get... I think 4 is really bad in terms of, like, leveling up.
Oh, just 1. Just
Oh.
1. Oh boy. Well, let's see what happens. Yeah, that's one real thing with this race. It's gonna be very exciting to see what happens because everyone's doing slightly different things, and the RNG will vary from run to run.
Okay, so if they get 2 dinks, they have to airlift fuzzies.
Oh, I see. Oh, well, that's not the end of the world, is it?
It's pretty slow, but
surely
you can.
there are.
Hopefully, it
worse
doesn't happen.
outcomes.
Morph gets a triple success.
Oh, there we go. That's huge
random.
for both of them.
Yeah.
That's very important. There's still 1 fright jar left.
Morph also got a honey drop.
Oh, that's fast actually.
Yeah, that'll help later.
It'll mess up the menuing very slightly, but you can skip getting the honey leaving chapter 1 with that. So that's a little bit of good fortune from Murph there. Beautiful first strike on both ends. That's important. That's very important. It's also RNG. If that Koopa doesn't notice you, that first strike becomes infinitely harder and sometimes impossible. So
yeah,
that's huge. It's a pretty significant time loss if you don't get that first strike. And now into another chance for significant time loss.
This one is even worse. Good for Morph.
Oh, there's the first one. It was bound to happen.
We'll see if Sway gets any dinks here also.
Yeah, there's a big chance for Sway to catch up here if his fright jars decide to behave. Morph missing the first strike, that's pretty big. Very good backup. Oh.
Oh, okay. Sway already has
actually okay. That's not the worst thing.
It's not as bad as the Paratroopa.
Mm-hmm.
As long as he doesn't get another one.
Yeah, that's the one that he can afford. Alright, Morph destroying his fire bar for 10 coins there. Gonna skip the next one. Slay getting the good first strike. Morph luring that Koopa out of the way. That Koopa can be a little annoying at times. Let's see if Random does the faster strat for this. I don't... Yeah, he didn't go for it.
So we only got 1 dink, so he should be good.
Alright, that's good. That's huge. We'll see. This next first strike. Very well done. And the swag hammer, too, for good measure. This is about what you expect for how many fright jars. About par for the course. Morph had a huge advantage now with his fright jars working, but
yeah,
there is still speedy spin left to be dealt with, so...
Don't expect anyone to miss pie jumps, but if it happens, that's gonna change everything.
Good for Morph. Yeah, chapter 1, fairly straightforward, but lots of opportunities to save or lose time. Random with some clean pie jumps as well. There's another spot where there's going to be some RNG coming up. The cannons on the rooftop fire at random rates, so you
Yeah.
can get some good patterns, or you can get some slow patterns where you kind of have to play a lot more cautiously with your spin length. Avoiding getting, if you get first stroke up here, it is quite a disaster because you need your coins. Getting them back while you're getting shot at by a bunch of bullet bills is not an easy task.
Yeah, you're very likely to get hit a second time.
Sway getting past pie jumps, very good.
Chapter 1 going pretty well for everyone so far.
Yeah, avoiding any really big disasters. Right, Jar, there's not really much you can do about. Well, random having to hit the heart block beforehand due to getting that Fright Jar fail and doing the backups. Just extending Morph's lead a little bit. You'll see we're not using PAL blocks here. We don't have any. But this fight's not slow either. Alright, 50 coins and into Koopa Bros.
Notably, Sway also got a couple FP drops from the jail fight, so he won't have to hit the heart block.
Yep, that's also that's pretty huge. If you get lucky with the FP drops there, and you run into a bit of misfortune with Right Jar, there's different backups you can do with Bomb being 3 FP and Power Jump being 2 FP. You can kind of manage your FP to have 3 left for these cannons, which is all you need when you use Bombette to first strike. All right, Sway making it past the bullets. And now the same good old Koopa Bros fight that you see in every category where you finish them.
Yeah.
Except for reverse all cards, because that category is very, very, very different. Got nice and easy. Pow block, fire flower, making quick work of them. This will be good. Looks like Morpheus is gonna come away with a 35. That's a really good chapter 1 time.
Unfortunately, the next thing coming up here is Speedy Spin, so again, Morph's lead right now could just fall away entirely.
That's true. 75% chance that it works in his favor, but we all know how this game is. All right, random only 13 seconds behind despite getting that Fright Jar fail. I'm playing pretty well right now.
Yeah, this category doesn't get Dizzy Attack either, does it?
No, I don't believe so. That said, it also isn't supposed to get close call, so I wonder if random or Sway will
Uh,
get it for
yeah.
menuing.
That's also
There's also
true.
one cool thing with all cards. All cards gets dizzy attack just to make menuing faster for some of your rebadges, adding a second page of badges to your menu, letting you use R and Z to navigate quickly there. But I don't believe all bosses gets that for that reason.
Yeah, even with the Power Plus, I don't think you have enough badges to make it like that worth it.
Hmm. All right, Slay finishing up chapter 1. It's behind from Black Toad Skip being a little bit of a bother there, but played really well in chapter 1, even with the Fright Jar fail. Some excellent gameplay. All right, last tutorial skip rather, coming
Yeah.
up.
And another boss fight too. Like, not much harder than any other junior fight, but
Yeah, pretty standard. Just got to make sure to not get encountered here. Losing coins before speedy spin is always a little bit of a nightmare.
yeah, Morph getting to skip the honey syrup also.
That's some time save there. We'll have to see Random and Sway pick that up. And that honey syrup is going to be used for the Dark Koopa fights. And yeah, Morpheus skipping dizzy attack rather.
Yep. Makes sense.
Don't think anyone here is going to be skipping dizzy shell. It's simply too fast. All right, Random not getting dizzy attack either. Okay, and this junior trooper fight gonna be a little bit different than the all cards one, just because we don't have that thunderbolt. So it'll take one more turn, and this is gonna be one of the rare uses of just the regular standard hammer being used in battle. Because unfortunately, Junior Troopa has some defense now, and the only way to deal with it is to use a hammer. At 0 FP, there's not a lot you can do. Sway grabbing his honey syrup. And here we get to see how Speedy Spin goes.
Morph
Ooh,
gets a first
that was a
try.
little scary. Yep, getting Speedy Spin, rebadging immediately. Get that nice, clean movement.
Random also gets
Random
it.
getting lucky. Very good. And Morph is on a pretty solid run right now. It'll be interesting. I don't think Morph will go for early seed rock climb, but
Yeah, I expect only Random will be doing that.
yeah. Both of those tricks are really easy to lose time to, and when doing a combination of such difficult tricks only saves 19, it can be hard to justify at times.
For
But
sure.
Random is quite the gamer. All right, focusing on Sway now. Hopefully he gets the speedy spin as well. Oh, it had to happen.
Unlucky, yeah.
Paper Mario showing just how cruel it can be. All right, and it's there on the second try. That loses about 25 seconds. RNG. Yep, there it is. Random Sauce going for Rock Climb. Getting it really quickly. It's been a long time since I've seen not Rock Climb in Mount Rugged. All right, Morph getting damage dodge. That'll be really good for manipulating peril later in the game. All right, Random going for early seed. Oh, is he in bounds? He's in bounds. That's a big time loss. Not getting the left press either. This is such a difficult trick. And especially with Speedy Spin, it's a little different depending on whether you do or don't have Speedy Spin equipped. That one's looking good. Oh no! I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Yeah, that's not good.
At least at this point, your coins don't matter, but that is a rare occurrence where you can first strike that guy out of bounds. This is definitely going to give a window of opportunity for Sway to make up some ground. And you'll see now, Random, it'll look like he's losing a lot of time now, and he is, but he will make up that time later on after fighting Bazaar, not having to get the seed. Morph going for BHS, looking good. Ooh, that was that was a little bit scary on the Dark Koopa there. Soft and Fairy Carry, getting ready for some more RNG on Blooper. This guy can be a real pain. No, Morph did not go for early seed, only Random Sauce did. Oh, more going for the shell shot. I didn't see what the cap was, but it must have been good. Oh. Man, I wish I'd seen what caps those were, but two and a half turn. A little unfortunate. Yeah, he was one short. Alright, Random will need a pretty big cap here in order to get a 2-turn fight.
Oh, so I got 9 cap. Yeah, so Sway wants 14 here.
Oh, 11.
Yeah, blooper.
Gonna go for a third bounce. So getting a little unlucky here. But everyone getting 2.5 turn bloopers. Not very kind of him. Alright, Morph picking up Sushi, picking up Power Quake, getting ready to fight the Dark Koopas. And be on his way to Chapter 3.
Yeah, there's so many things that can be different about Dark Koopas depending on what they drop.
It'll also be an interesting dynamic. I don't know who's. I guess Morph and Random have both typed in chat, but I wonder if Sway is watching, and I wonder if he knows the time differences right now. Because there are no restrictions on what these runners are allowed to do as far as strategies go, so we could potentially see some risky stuff coming out from Slay. We won't know for a little bit. Alright, Morph makes it through without any art drops getting in the way. Oh, Random not getting first struck.
That's...
It's gonna be a little bit of a time loss there.
Yeah.
Gonna have to take some extra damage in the spike room. And now Morph moving on to record skip. This trick can be very finicky.
Okay,
Makes it
gets
look
it.
easy though.
Yeah, that wasn't too bad at all.
Well, Sway getting a power drop there on that last fight, or the second to last fight.
I know Random got one off the first fight.
Oh, Sway not eating the jam and jelly has to run away. You need the FP for that battle. Needs to not get first strike. There we go. Now time for some more RNG with the Super Boots minigame. Not the biggest deal, but it is there. Yeah, I'm curious what happened to Sway fighting the 3 Dart Koopas last. It didn't quite catch what happened. Oh, getting one hard drop, but that's okay because you are going to take 1 spike damage in the spike room for free. But if you get more than one, then that's when it becomes a little bit of a time loss. Morph getting that super shroom, that'll become important later in chapter 6.
Sway getting first try record skip, that's gonna help a lot.
Yeah, that's huge. Very huge.
Definitely makes up some time.
Alright, Morph going over to get the Boo portrait. Finishing up the mansion to get Bo. Alright, now he's gonna have to watch a little bit of a lengthy cutscene to get Bo. And that's a huge part of Bo skip saving time is you can just leave after you get the super boots and you don't have to go ahead and finish the mansion. And alongside that, not having Bo kind of forces you to do a lot of riskier strategies that do save time. But they are very risky, so finishing runs is fairly rare.
Yeah, despite what Random's splits say, he is going to get Boo's portrait here. And
All
it
right,
looks
looks
like
like
Sway as
Sway is
well.
also.
Yeah.
Yep. All 3 of them being safe. Want to give themselves a realistic chance of finishing the run. All right, coming up next for Morpheus is Stanley save. This can save, I think, around 20 seconds. Nice and easy. Very clean. Oh, falling off the ledge and having to do some awkward movement, leading to an encounter. Okay, I saw Morph has a honey syrup still after the pit fights on the Dark Koopas. So,
He should be eating it when he unlocks the door.
okay. I saw Random didn't go get a strange leaf either, so I take it he still has a honey. Hopefully did not forget. Or he could be doing the risky strat where you just skip it anyway. You can get away with it. Or maybe he got double FP drop. We'll see. We'll check his. Oh, sway.
Going for bow skip anyway. And unfortunately,
Taking the cutscene, having bow out. A little cheeky there. All right, Morpheus getting caught by the guard. It's faster to get caught by that guard and get kicked out of Toba's castle rather than just backtracking.
yeah, eats the honey when he unlocks the door.
Yep, nice and good. A little bit of time save there. Overlapping the cutscene. Sway taking a safety save before doing Stanley save. There's a small chance you can soft lock here if you navigate out of bounds a little weirdly. That was so fast from Sway. That was beautiful.
Random also saved outside Tubba's castle.
Yep.
I assume he's gonna get hit by the clubba here, actually.
Oh, if he has four
Maybe
health,
not.
then oh.
He is at 5 HP right now.
Oh, that's gonna be a lot of spike damage. All right, Morph going over to get Mega Rush. That'll come in handy shortly and for the rest of the run.
In, I'm pretty sure, every fight.
Yeah. Yeah, I think every fight from now on will make use of that badge. Just about. I don't think any one of these runners know how to do Yaki Trick Shot.
I don't think anyone would go for it, even if they did.
All right, Soy also eating the honey. Looks like everyone had some decent pit RNG there. All right, Random. He's gonna have to take some spike damage here to get into peril.
Yeah. Looks like he's gonna
Just
be
gonna have to
taking
wait.
it all.
Yep. Yeah, not getting first struck by the Dark Koopas will lead to this. It's convenient that there's 3 of them there and they do 3 damage, so going in with 10 health is a perfect peril manip there. Alright, Random going to pick up Mega Rush and Sway not too far behind there. And we're going to see another trick coming up shortly called Quick Escape. It'll let us kind of, you know, escape quickly.
Save a little bit of time.
Yeah. Pretty easy trick.
See if anyone goes for the swag jump. Morph gets it.
Nice. You love to see it. That's a fun one.
It's a very quick escape.
Nice and easy. Alright, Sway making it past that color room pretty easily as well. That room is a little bit scary. Sometimes they just don't notice you.
Yeah, they'll wake up and then stay where they are.
Morph not getting tech skiff. Getting caught on the ledge too. Really nice good spin cancel from random. Saving a couple frames there. Alright, Morph going into the heart fight. This guy can 4-cap you, which will lose you a little bit of time if you get unlucky on the next bounce.
As long as he doesn't get 4-capped on the second bounce, it's a good fight.
Yeah.
You either want a 6 and a 4 or a 5 and a 5.
Random not getting tech skip either.
5 plus 4, unlucky.
Ooh. Alright, Morph leveling up BP. Gonna have some extra room to put on some more badges. Be able to put Speedy Spin back on.
And getting 6 caps, pretty good.
And you can see here's a big difference from all cards. You can just kind of skip the card, leave. Don't have to deal with card LZS.
Morph taking his first save. Makes sense. Also worth calling out, this is something some people aren't aware of. The Junior Chupa fight isn't triggered by beating the chapter and grabbing the card. It's actually when you grab Super Boots, he just shows up here. So that's why he's able to skip the card, and Junior's still here.
And he's a little bit tanky. He's got 40 health. You're gonna do a little bit of a different fight than you normally see on him here, due to our FP constraints. Manipulating Peril and doing a little jump ×2, deal 10 damage. Make quick work with Junior. I'm really not used to seeing close call on that on that badge menu.
Notably, Morpheus is currently grabbing the magical seed because they entered Chapter 3 through the sewers instead of through the forest. So gotta do some backwards forest movement to go grab the seed. Clean raft skip on left's part.
Very nice. And then let's see, this is route. Yep, you have to enter the volcano and then you have to leave so that heart block will be there. And we want to be at full stats for, or at least at full FP for the lava piranha fight.
Right. He will be getting Fireball Peril later, and the only other place he can heal FP would be after where he mimics Peril.
Yep, and we're gonna see a cool trick unique to all bosses here for lava piranha, where we first strike lava piranha out of bounds. And it's really nice because we don't need that. Oh, actually, no, I can't remember why it works in all bosses, but not all cards. There's a reason for it, but I couldn't tell you what it is.
Well, if you defeat Lava Piranha out of bounds, it doesn't spawn the card, so...
Okay. Oh, you can finish. Yeah, you can still finish the sequence and leave.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
You just can't touch the card.
That's what I thought, and then I was like, wait, how do you continue the sequence of leaving? But no, that works out. Morpheus with the clean lava puddle skip.
Not going for UHE. Wonder if random will, just because.
I imagine he will. Spent quite a bit of time into that trick. And he usually gets it. Saves about 5 seconds if you get it first try. Alright, Sway getting out of bounds too. Okay. I don't believe this upgrade block is necessary. Clean rebadge from random. Nice spin cancel from Slay.
Yeah, random is notably behind, but he does have the magical seed from chapter 2. So
yeah,
overall,
we'll
he
make
will
up a little bit of that time later on.
Should save around 30 seconds before chapter 6.
Here we see Morpheus taking some damage from the fire bars. This is intentional, getting down to 1 HP. We have to wait for that platform cycle anyway, so this is kind of just a free opportunity to take some damage and get in peril. Oh, Morpheus is going for the foot race, nearly got it.
Yeah, That was very close.
That would have been very exciting. I'm curious if random will get it. All right, maple syrup. Wait, okay. Getting out of bounds. Here we're gonna see the setup for Lava Piranha. All right, looking good so far for Morpheus. Just needs to hit this.
Yep.
Nice and easy. Very clean. Good stuff from Morpheus.
You get a free 6 damage.
And that makes it so you typically in all cards you would have sushi out and you'd have to do some belly flops depending on if your caps were not great. But that 6 extra damage helps a lot. And that live stream from earlier in the volcano is coming in handy now. This is just pretty standard. Very easy peril manip from Lava Piranha after taking a death. Oh, random missing a spin cancel there. Not gonna get the foot race. Slay going for flare carry. Oh, just a little bit too high there. Random, good first strike.
Yo, you just saw a donation from Lay, $125.
Thank you very much, Lay. We appreciate that. Very huge. For those of you that don't know, we are raising money for the Pediatric Cancer Foundation. You can see on the Twitch chat at the top, you can see we've got a goal of $500 for today's stream. So that goes a long way. We appreciate any donations. Morph getting out of chapter 5 under a minute, or under an hour 15 rather. Pretty solid run.
Yeah, we see after defeating Lava Piranha, you can just leave, go into the next room.
All right, Morph making his way to the quiz room. I believe this will be the last Peach cutscene for a little bit. Until chapter 6.
Yeah, we've got a while.
Random making up a fair amount of time there in chapter 5. Really
yeah,
solid
around
volcano.
20 seconds.
And also keep in mind, Random has the seed from chapter 2 already.
Yeah, which that on its own, when going into chapter 6, he should save around 30 seconds over the other runners. With that in mind, he's really only about 30 seconds behind Morph.
Yeah, keeping it pretty close there. Sway playing really solid as well. This could still very much go in any direction.
Oh yeah, true. Morph did gold chapter 5 with a save. It's pretty huge. And now he should be making his way to chapter 4, which is pretty similar to all cards. Chapter 3, 5, 4, and then 2.
Mm-hmm.
With
And
one bonus fight.
yeah, one bonus fight, which I believe happens after General Guy. So
Yep.
Lantern Ghost, you gotta be careful. I think I don't think you have Power Plus at this point yet.
Right.
So double 4-cap is still a thing that can happen. More of getting the surprise coconut that you don't see anywhere else. But we do
Works
have
out
to
very
fight
well.
Chapter 5 Junior.
Yeah. Unfortunately. On the bright side, he only has 20 HP.
We'll also be seeing that Repel Gel. Will we be seeing that Repel Gel? I guess not.
No, we do.
Oh, just kidding. Yep, we do. We do. Yeah, that's the one that we do pawn in Chapter 6, I see. It was just a little strange seeing Morpheus go on the bottom side than the top. I'm not used to seeing the Repel Gel being gotten that way.
It makes sense. With by going on the bottom, you kind of lure the fuzzy down naturally.
Yeah, it gives you a little more time to play with the invisible block. Those fuzzies are a little spooky when you're trying to get that Repel Gel.
Yeah, that fuzzy in particular causes a lot of problems.
Alright, Random making it through. No issues. Sway up next, and Morpheus about to fight Junior. Get to see this coconut in action.
Yeah, so Junior has 20 HP. Shellshot does 5. I believe they Starstorm this fight, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so Starstorm is 7 and Coconut does 3. So perfectly kills Junior.
There it is. Turn 1 coconut. I think when I started speedrunning this game, I don't think that was a strategy yet.
Yeah, and ending the fight with Starstorm to overlap his death with Scholar.
Yeah, anytime that it's possible that you need to use Starstorm, if you can do it at the end of the fight, it'll overlap the death animation and save some time, couple seconds. quick little BP upgrade there as well. And you can kind of see how quickly that we're leveling up. By the end of the run, we'll have so much BP you can put on a bunch of badges. And that's important because Power Plus it takes 6 BP and it's worth it. It's a very powerful badge. It comes at quite the price.
Yeah, the first part of this chapter is going to be pretty much the same as all cards. They're going to be setting up chapter 4 such that the track and blue station they can take to the left to get to red station, because they need to reset chapter 4 so that General Guy and Lantern Ghost exist.
Yeah, it's a very clever way of being able to break chapter 4.
So Morph will be going and grabbing the frying pan, which brings us back into a chapter 4 state, and respawning the bosses.
Okay, we'll see if Morph goes for the lure or if he'll go for the double clip. Alright, let's see if he's going for the lure. It's a little bit faster to do that than to go out of bounds twice.
Luckily, no one got 2 Frighter Dinks, so everyone
Yeah.
will just Power Quake the Fuzzies.
Yeah, this fight would be truly awful otherwise. I imagine that's the last fight that we don't utilize Peril for. Simply because they're some weak enemies and we have Power Quake. Morph going off to Red Station. I imagine he'll save.
Oh, most likely, yeah. None of our runners actually have a life shroom, so there's really no backup here.
Yeah, Lantern Ghost can cap your power balance at 4, and if he does that twice, it's a 2.5% chance of that happening, and your run will die.
Yeah, the only way around that is with Dodge Master, which no one has.
When's the Glundo Invitational? In that Volt Shroom is important because it deals 1 damage to Lantern Ghost and he attacks us twice.
Yeah, without that, you'd actually need a much better caps.
Yeah, you need a 5 and a 5, which is, I think that has a 77-ish% chance of happening. Uh-oh. Okay. And I'm getting early cycle.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah. I thought he got 4 cap on.
I actually did too. That
scared me for a second.
I saw Mario bounce off after the 3 damage. I was like, oh no.
This is why we don't skip that Volt Shroom.
Yeah. Hopefully random is okay here too. Yeah, he's good.
Looking good.
Sway also
That's
in Lantern Ghost.
That snowman doll is only used to take up space in our inventory so that we have enough items to dupe in chapter 6.
Yep.
And it's a very clever one because we have to wait for those cycling platforms anyway, so that's really just a free item to pick up.
Yeah, and since the last item they picked up before that was the repel gel, you dupe it straight over the snowman doll later.
Yep, it's a very perfect setup.
Okay, random was allowed to live. So we
Uh-oh.
got 4 capped.
Please, Paper Mario.
Okay, so
Oh, my heart stopped. Okay, we're safe. No disasters here. It's a little bit of a scary moment.
yeah, and this general guy fight is good and fair. Nothing really can go wrong here.
Yep. It's
You
especially
can,
good because we have the Power Quake, so we get to skip out on a Star Storm.
yep. You can lose some time to general guy using lightning, but that's really all there is to it.
Yep, just a little bit of RNG. 5 seconds up to. And one thing to note about the general guy fight is that it's pretty standard across most categories that fight him that you will use a repel gel in this fight. There's a change to the beginner version of this category's route where the fight gets slightly changed up and we end up swapping to bow in the middle of the fight so we can use out of sight. A couple other changes that allow us to have power plus for this fight already. We do a really weird fight here in order to preserve a repel gel so that we can avoid having to do an item dupe. Oh, Sway getting a little bit of that swag there, dropping Watt, not having to, or getting a little bit of an overlap, not having to let go after the cutscene.
It looks like random is making up a little bit of time here.
Yeah, it looks like he is catching up. Chopping away at that lead bit by bit. General guy can also 4-cap you, but fortunately this doesn't matter.
Yep.
4 is all you need. And more double bomb.
That's really good.
That's huge. Morph with another gold there. Love to see it. That double bomb really double bomb really makes or breaks this split. There's not really much else that can go wrong.
Yeah, it is more likely he uses lightning, but not too much more likely.
Yeah, it's a 60-40 chance on if he gives you the slow attack versus the fast attack, which thank you very much, Pape developers, for that one. And there it is, leaving Muscular to sit in solitude. We have better things to do, like killing all the bosses.
Yeah, random got one of each, and now Morph is on his way to fight Anti-Guy. Luckily, they have 6 FP for Anti-Guy, and that is more than enough.
You can also give this guy a lemon candy to avoid fighting him, but
Unfortunately,
we need to fight
yeah.
him. All right, maxing out that power shock. Yeah, making
Power
sure he
shock,
can't do anything.
power shock on this anti guy is actually easier than on the later fight.
For some reason.
They're just different.
Yeah, it looks like Sway just under 2 minutes behind Morpheus.
Yeah, and Random made up about 6 seconds in Chapter 4. Which, with the time save he has later, is a lot bigger of a deal than it looks like.
Absolutely. And here we go. This can make or break the run a little bit. Early whale.
Yeah.
This LZS may not seem very difficult. It's not that many jumps, but this room is extremely laggy in a Chapter 4 state.
Yeah, depending on how these runners decide to route Chapter 6, this could be the only LZS we see.
That's true. I imagine they'll all go for yellow berries. Morpheus getting on the seam.
Yeah, I could see
Good.
Random going for early Lackey as well.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. This seam walk is very scary. There we go. Good stuff from Morpheus. That
Yeah,
was a very good early whale.
Yeah, not...
Just gotta find the whale now.
Oh, misses early fuzzy feed.
Ooh. It's 4 seconds right there.
Random now doing early whale. Very good LZS.
Good LZS. Oh, he tried to skip the second fall there. Gonna have to take it anyway. All right, around the loading zone. Just got to be really careful here. Taking a little fall, but it should be fine. Yep, there it is. Good stuff from Random. And he gets early fuzzy feed. That's 4 seconds saved. Good LZS from Sway as well.
Yeah, second try, not too bad.
Looking promising. Sway also skipping the fall there.
Ooh.
Wow.
Spinning on the seam.
Wow, that was beautiful from Sway.
That was a really good early whale.
That was incredible. That might be the fastest early whale I've ever seen. And early fuzzy feed to top it off too. That was beautiful from Sway. That's going to save a lot of time over even Random.
Yeah, I wonder if the angle is notched for him.
It might be. I'm pretty sure Sway plays on a GameCube controller, so that's really nice. maybe GameCube angle really helps out there. That was incredible. Out here, this fight is really cheeky. We manipulate Peril by taking damage on the electrified blooper there.
Yeah, it looks like based on fuzzy feed times, Sway made up a good chunk there.
That is huge.
A little over a minute behind Morph.
The early whale is a trick where so much can go wrong. It's so easy to lose a mountain of time, and all three runners did such a good job. That's just the quality of the play from all three of them is amazing. This has been such a good watch so far. Now we get to see Morpheus going to Chapter 2.
Yeah, the scary thing about this is when fighting the stone chomps, if a
Mm.
heart falls on you, you have to get peril back somehow.
Yeah, and the only way to do that is by blocking an attack for a first strike from a Buzzy Beetle. And that's not the easiest thing to do. It's a lot of pressure when that happens. So
Yeah.
you gotta be as careful as possible to avoid those heart drops.
Yeah, if you lose peril here, you're losing peril for the remaining stone chomp fights as well as Toot and Koopa and Buzzar. And I
And
believe
Buzzar
Super
without peril
Blooper.
is weird. Yeah,
Yeah.
Super Blooper as well. Nice first strike by Morpheus. Easy fight. Being imperiled helps out so much for this segment. The really nice thing about entering the ruins in a completed state is you can skip out on fighting these Pokies.
Yeah.
There's some keys that kind of just stick out on the ground and you can just pick them up. Random with a good first strike as well. Sway taking a save. Pretty smart, just in case. Just in case something happens.
Makes sense. There's enough that could go wrong here.
Power Quake doing 7 damage in peril. It's so much. Power Plus is amazing. No heart drop for Morph there, or avoiding it rather. That's all that matters.
Unfortunately, Morph is going to have to be downgrading his hammer now. Just a little bit.
Yep, I'm gonna take care of that last stone jump. Oh, this. That was interesting. I guess it makes sense to try to keep Bombette from being weird when upgrading. And you'll see Random and Morph probably did as well. You want to stand kind of on the edge of that platform when you pick up the Lunar Stone to give you the best possible chance of avoiding those heart drops. It's definitely a tactical decision to do that. Oh, and that was scary.
Okay. Morph made it out alive.
Wonder if Sway will go for Ruins Jump. I don't know if that's something he does. There it is, the hammer downgrade. This will allow it so that we can actually spawn in Toon Koopa and defeat him.
Unfortunately, it will add another trick later in the run.
Yup. That'll be a big difference maker as well, just like early whale could have been. Clippy boots will have a huge impact on how these runs go. Random not going for that jump either. That jump is really silly, so I don't blame anyone for not trying to save 2 seconds. It is a ridiculously difficult jump without a setup. Okay. Looks like everyone made it out unscathed from the hard drops, which means making work of Toon Koopa will not be difficult.
Yep. Doesn't even get a chance to attack. See if anyone here gets 3 or 4 capped.
Yeah, that for some reason the chapter 2 boss has a chance of 3 capping you. I don't know why, but that's the thing, and that can make a difference. It's only 2%, but we've all seen these things happen. Oh, random getting four
Oh,
capped. That's big. That means that you have to take an extra. You have to watch this animation of the chomp spawning in. So that's going to be a little bit of time loss there, giving Sway a chance to close the gap there.
overall, this is also where random's going to be saving time here in this next split.
That's true. He already has the seed in his pocket, so he'll get to skip out on that.
Yeah, well, at inner fields, we'll get to see what this pace is more like for all of them.
Oh, I think I missed it, but it is important. Morpheus probably. Did you see him grab the Thunder Rage?
He did, yeah.
Okay, yeah, that Thunder Rage, that was a very recent route change, route improvement found by Random Sauce, and that actually saves several seconds in flower fields from getting to skip eating some FP, restoring items. And like we mentioned earlier, keeping Peril into the Bazaar fight is very important because we can just delete him with the help of Power Shock, which this match is very easy on Bazaar, and there's nothing he can do.
Yeah, here's going to be a big difference between Morph and Random. Morph is going to go left to get the seed, and after Random defeats Bazaar, he'll be going right and back across the desert.
Yep, and this is where opting to go for early seed, you'll lose time early on compared to not doing it. But this is where you make up a chunk of the time save. Being able to travel through the pipes is very, very fast instead of having to take the train. So now once everyone gets to entering flower fields, now we'll get to see a very clear delta on how far ahead and behind everyone is.
Also very interesting to note for Random here, re-entering the desert. This is the first time he's actually entered the desert from that side. So he's actually in the start of a chapter 2 state. And he has to watch Little Mouser run out of the shop.
All right, Morpheus back in Toad Town. And that's the thing, when you take the train, you have to go back through this pipe and you get to go fight Super Blooper, but when you come back through the blue pipe that Random's about to take, you're already there, and it cuts out a lot of the travel. There he is, Lil Mouser. That's really funny. All right, this is important. This is huge. Power Shock on Super Blooper is hard.
Yeah, this match is very difficult. Morpheus
Working
lucky.
out for Morpheus. That's good. There is a backup. You can refresh if it doesn't work, but it's always a little bit scary.
And Random maxes it.
Very good match from Random. One important thing to mention about Power Shock is if you don't max Power Shock, Power Shock is a really silly move. Typically with mash moves, the bar, how much you mash the bar percentage-wise will indicate the percentage of the move working. But in the case of Power Shock, it's actually not quite what it looks like. There's a bias on Power Shock being less likely to work than what the bar actually tells you to, unless you max it out. Morpheus splicing his run just a little bit.
Yeah, but you can see that Random, because of picking up the seed earlier, he's actually right up next to Morph.
Wow, that is a very small gap now. Oh, Sway, that looked like it may have been that was nearly a max. I don't know exactly how the mashing works on the bar, but there's when you look at the value in the game's memory, it'll read the same byte if you max it and if you get the same kind of mash that Sway did, where the 100% bar didn't pop up. So that was a really, really good match from Sway. Morpheus 148.12 entering Flower Fields. And this will be a good opportunity to see if some of the trickier Chapter 6 LZSs can save some time for these runners. There's Early Lackluster and Yellowberry Skip, and each of them save about 12 seconds if you do them well first try. So we'll see who decides to go for them and who doesn't.
Yeah, I think everyone will be going for Yellowberry Skip based on the practice runs. I'm not sure if Morph or Sway will want to go for Early Lackey.
Yeah, that one can definitely be quite finicky. There's a lot of... It's a pretty long LZS. And here's where that Thunder Rage comes in handy. We get to save FP. In the past, we would do a timed Power Quake on this fight, and that costs 4 FP, which means that we need to restore some of that FP back to finish off these mole fights. But that Thunder Rage will allow us to just skip eating that item and save a good chunk of time. So yeah, Random only 17 seconds behind at entering the fields, and Sway, I didn't quite catch what his time was, but he's closed the gap a lot. A little over a minute, it looks like, compared to the 2 minutes that it was at the end of Chapter 4.
Yeah, a minute 24 for Sway.
This first strike is important on that bottom mole for Morpheus.
Yeah, Random is just one mole fight behind Morph. Which, the way these moles kind of pop up and go back underground, anything could happen. Although Morph was pretty lucky.
Yeah, Morph had some good spawns. These moles are very tricky to encounter. As soon as they notice you, like just as soon as they notice you, very, very shortly after, their hitbox disappears, so you can't actually encounter them despite it looking like you do touch them. So these moles are very annoying to fight. All right, here's Yellowberry Skip. This one's also very difficult. LZSing upwards is typically considered as harder than any other direction. And not only that, but the spot that you have to end up in is a little precise.
Ooh. Okay, Random got it.
And
I was a little worried.
Yeah.
A little worried he touched that loading zone.
Another thing that random changed, I saw that he's getting the jam and jelly on the second pass through to Lily instead of the first one, just because that makes the item menuing on the machine fight a little bit better.
Okay, yeah. It makes sense. I think we were talking about that last night or 2 nights ago.
This way, very good LTS. On the seam, eating that red berry. Beautiful from Sway. That's going to make up a lot of time on Morpheus, who struggled a little bit with Yellow Berry skip. And we'll see if that influences his decision on whether he wants to go for early Lackey or not.
Yeah, Sway's LZSs have been pretty good.
Absolutely. All right, here's a little bit more RNG coming up. This maze fight. The Lakitu that stays alive at the end can either attack you or he can spawn in a Spiny to the fight. And that changes up a couple of things later on in Chapter 8.
Yeah, the Spinies here actually give a pretty decent amount of experience, so having the extra one changes some level ups too.
Mm-hmm. Alright, looks like Random's getting Spiny spawn.
Yeah, so double Starstorm, unfortunately. Morph also gets a spawn.
Morph as well.
Alright, we'll see if Sway gets lucky here and skips the Spiny. Would be a pretty good opportunity to make up some time. And he does. So Sway not having to watch 2 Starstorms definitely saves a little bit, and he'll also level up in a different spot than Morph and Random later. We also see Random here. Even though he skipped Yellowberry, like the other two, he still has to grab one now.
Random with some good movement there in that death room. Those enemies can be really tricky to dodge, especially when you're first starting out with this game. It's a very tight room to deal with those guys.
I wonder... So Sway hasn't grabbed the shooting star yet. Wonder if he's gonna get that on the next trip.
Ooh, yeah, yeah, I guess he kind of has to.
Yeah, forget not getting the shooting star would mean he would have to use another Starstorm on the machine fight.
I wonder if that's a menuing decision because you do get that yellow berry.
Maybe.
But yeah, it is a little weird though. I feel like you'd want to keep that yellow berry at the top of your inventory. We'll see what it looks like for random there. Yeah, so that way you can match A. Maybe he forgot.
Yeah, it looks like he might be.
Yeah.
I'll need to remember to menu down for Yellowberry.
Yep. Yeah. I actually just thought about this. You do need that shooting star under at all costs because you do need to have enough items to dupe.
That's true as well. Yeah.
All right, here we see random getting that jam and jelly. You can actually use paracarry to go across that gap at the top. You can kind of go like slightly right on the edge of that ledge there, and you can get across with paracarry. But it's actually just as fast going around just spinning if your spins are really good.
Morph almost forgetting the dizzy dial.
Ooh, that dizzy now is important.
Yeah, and we'll see Morph doing the paracarry method here.
Yeah, just to catch up on any of the route differences between these guys, Random and Sway both opted to pick up Close Call, and I'm still not sure what that'll be used for. So I'm very eager to see what's gonna happen there.
Yeah.
Other than that, I think everyone has I think the routes have been the same.
Okay. Random is skipping the Bulbaberry.
Oh, here we go. We'll see early Lackey can save 12 seconds with a good one.
Curious if Morph or Sway decides to do the same.
Oh, looks like Morph's going for it too. Wants to
Yep.
make up all the time he can. And with a really long LCS. Very good. On the seam, around the loading zone. Beautiful.
Yeah, Morph probably wants to make up some time from Yellowberry skip, even if he wasn't planning on doing it earlier.
And we'll see what Sway decides to do here.
Okay, Sway is going for the
Alright.
Bulbaberry.
Playing it safe. The downside to getting the Bubble Berry is that there is a chance, there's a small chance that the bee. Well, I guess it's not a small chance. It's just a chance that that bee will encounter you. The
Yeah.
small chance is if he first strikes you.
Morph got a very clean early Lackey.
That was good. I'm gonna definitely feel better about that one than the Yellowberry skip. Oh, Sway.
Yeah. We had the pow block drop from earlier still.
Oh yeah, from the Dark Koopas.
Yep. Top step from Morph. I didn't see if Random got top step.
I didn't quite catch that either. So you'll notice that both of them took some spike damage after doing early Lackey. That's intentional to be at 9 HP because Lackluster will deal 4 damage when you don't block his attack. So taking 2 hits from Lackluster will do a nice little peril manip.
Sway also getting top step.
Beautiful.
It's also worth noting that the runners do have Power Plus on right now, so they're doing a little bit more damage to Lackey. Although... Okay.
Yeah, it looks like having Power Plus on. I don't know if maybe that skips a partner attack or something.
Yeah, it skips the Skydive / Shell Shot on the last turn.
Saving a little bit of time. All right, here we go. Random Saw's getting ready for the dupe. The first of a few. And we're going to see... Random did say that he was going to dupe an extra Repel Gel. So we're going to see that in the next room. And now you can see all those items that we've been picking up coming to use here. That Super Shroom that was eaten, that Snowman doll. Everything is working out.
Oh, okay.
Oh, this is scary. Okay. Oh. Uh-oh. Okay.
This is fine.
You do want to be very, very careful with
Stinky
duping.
Herb is
Oh,
chasing random across the screen.
all right, Morph getting set up as well. We'll see if he decides to dupe an extra repel gel or not.
Goes with just
Oh, looks
the
like he's not. Just
yeah.
yeah. Gonna save a little bit of time over random there, especially with how finicky the the item RNG was.
Yeah, I guess with Bo he probably feels comfortable enough that he doesn't need it.
Mm-hmm. Alright, we'll see if Sway decides to dupe an extra one or not.
Alright, random gets the 75% dizzy dial.
Ooh, that's good. That saves a surprising 8 seconds if you get that dizzy dial to work out for you.
Yeah, if it doesn't work on the Magic Koopa, you have to watch an animation of the Lakitus getting electrified.
But yeah, it looks like Sway also went for an extra. Oh, Pelgel or Pelgel dupe there.
And of course it dinks for Morph.
There's 8 seconds. It's 100% guaranteed to work on the Lakitus, which is what really matters. But that yellow Magic Koopa is a little bit of time loss. Nice. Sway making up a little bit more time with this fight. The other really cool thing about the duping and that super shroom specifically that we picked up in chapter 3 is that we eat it during the dupe, which means it restores our health from 1 to 10. And we only use a little bit of FP on the fights prior so that we still have enough FP with all the stinky herbs that we've been eating to fight Huff. And being at 10 HP means we can easily manipulate Peril from him as well. Alright, lengthy cutscene going to the Beanstalk. The next order of business we'll be getting is Super Jump Charge, and now we're going to start using it on the pretty much every fight from now on.
Worth
Very,
noting,
very powerful badge.
worth noting for the Huff fight that unlike any other category where you fight Huff, you actually keep Power Jump equipped. So, Power Bounce is in a slightly different spot on menus here than what the runners might be used to normally.
Oh, interesting to know that Sway decided to upgrade Cooper here in Chapter 6. I believe usually he gets upgraded. Actually, does he get upgraded on the step because of Sushi Glitch? I think he gets upgraded on the stairs leaving Chapter 7 typically. I think this might be a little bit faster.
I think if random is upgrading Cooper, which he probably will be, it should be, yeah, using upgrading Cooper to cancel Sushi Glitch, actually.
Ah, I see. This is interesting. You can I don't know actually if you have damage dodge on. There is a one of the routes that we recently made is where you have bow. You can use bow to out of sight on the second turn so you don't have to deal with the wind. We'll see Morpheus
Yep.
here.
Morpheus
Yep,
doing
here it
it.
is. This is going to be a little bit of a route change. Out of sighting that wind attack saves a lot of time just because of how lengthy that attack is.
Yeah, and also as I said, so Morph has power jump on his equips right now, and actually random doesn't.
Yeah, getting to see a little bit of slight route deviations here. Oh, I see. Yeah, I forgot about. Yeah, upgrading Cooper here gives you the option to use Dizzy Shell on Crystal King and also on Kenshi Koopa.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, looks like Sway doing the same thing as Morph here, out of sighting the wind. Morpheus about 36 seconds behind random here, out of chapter 6.
Yeah, he lost a lot of time on Yellowberry Skip, but there's always the chance to make it up here on ISS and possibly Mirror Clip.
Yeah, lots of difficult stuff left to deal with. Oh, Sway getting capped on Huff, having to smack to finish him off. Yeah, this next split, after this Peach cutscene, the next trick that these runners are gonna do is very, very, very difficult and very easy to lose time to. And also has soft lock potential if you're not careful, so lots can change here. And that's not even the end of it. There are plenty more tricks. Plenty more tricks, plenty more Dizzy Shell Nashes. And some different strats. I imagine random will go for the Dizzy Shell on Crystal King, which can save some time.
Yeah, I could see Sway going for it as well. I believe he's been practicing with a route that uses it.
And you can see by the mashes that they did earlier for Power Shocking Super Blooper, it's the same difficulty as Dizzy Shelling the anti-guys in Chapter 8. So you can kind of gauge how everyone's feeling on their mashes. I guess also it's worth mentioning that you can soft lock on Ice Staircase Skip too. That one's a lot more rare though.
Yeah.
Well,
There are
both of them are pretty rare to be honest.
there are a couple different ways to do Ice Staircase Skip. So some are slower than others. We'll see what each runner does.
Yeah, we'll see because you don't need Mega Jump in this category like you do in No Peach Warp
Yeah.
if you do the safe route. So you skipping that badge and doing Ice Staircase Skip going from the top left side can be a little bit faster. All right, looks like Sway lost a little bit of time in Chapter 6, and most of it is due to not going for really lackluster and how quickly Morph and Random got it. So still pretty even between all three of these guys.
Yeah, worth noting that they do have to talk to Merlin here in order to enter Chapter 7.
Let's see if oh wait, can you even get quick change in
Yeah,
here?
you can get quick change right
Okay.
now. Random
Let's
doesn't
see.
get it.
Not getting it. Trying to. I've heard Random mention that he kind of wants to try to keep this route as similar as he can to the world record route, which does skip bow,
Hmm.
and the world record route also skips quick change. So we'll see if Morph or Sway decide to get it. And sewers, these can be a little bit tricky. The pathways are really narrow, and the spinies are a little scary.
Yeah, Morph gets
Gotta
quick
have some
change
good
here.
movement here. Ooh. All right, here we go. Random. Looking good so far.
Hmm.
Oh,
Oh, he's
that
fine.
could have been very bad.
Yeah, easy
Working
quick
out in
boots.
the end. Wow. That could have just about soft locked him if he was a little unluckier on the Dark Cube positioning. But yeah, more taking a little bit of time to pick up a quick change, and now we'll see how his clippy boots go. Ooh, not getting the partner menu. That you have to pull up the partner menu, and it's a frame perfect button press to pull that up.
Yeah, Sway also skipping quick change. I imagine that's why Sway and Random also got close call. Even if they don't use it, their badge menus will be similar to what they're used to.
I see. That would be a pretty good reason. All right, Morpheus getting on the block here. Oh,
Ah,
Lackey not
yeah.
cooperating. And once that happens, you have to reset the trick.
Yeah, you need Lackey to stay below the block,
Oh,
or else
Sway
you...
taking an encounter.
Unfortunate. Yeah, the Spiny, he reacted a little bit too early to the Spiny.
Yeah, that's actually a little bit of a problem. He's gonna have to get to 15. Actually, maybe he'll take spike damage and get to 13. And then maybe blocking 2 out of 2 will be able to get him back in peril. I'm not sure how to back this up for Junior.
I mean, he could take off damage dodge also.
Oh, that's true. Alright, so again, that partner menu pulled up.
Morph get unlucky again.
Whoa, once again, Lackey being mean.
Sway could actually take the lead here if he gets this first try. Ah,
Oh,
Lackey.
Lackey, why? Very, very difficult trick.
Yeah, Random will be entering Sushi Glitch pretty soon. Just has to watch this cutscene with the mare.
Alright, Sway getting through.
Sway actually pulls ahead of Morph for the first time.
Alright, marking that partner menu there. Good backup. Yeah, this trick is definitely one of the hardest in this game.
Yeah, Sway took spike damage here.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, Morph gets it.
There we go.
Even with that, he's still not too far behind Sway. Um,
Yeah, still, even Ice Staircase skip could bring this back.
yeah. This is where Random is gonna be fighting
Oh,
Junior.
right, Morph not getting encountered by those Dark Koopas. It's very scary when you're coming from the pipe because the placement of the Dark Koopas is RNG, and sometimes they're off screen, you can't see them, and you get encountered. Alright, Random getting the 5 cap. Alright, Random about to fight Monstar, and fighting Monstar and Sushi Glitch is weird because the game doesn't really know what to do, so the screen kind of looks like the game crashes for a second.
Yeah. And also by starting the fight out of bounds here, when the fight is over, you actually get to respawn at the start of the room.
I'm picking up that repel gel. And then clipping through the door, not having to retrieve any of the gear for the snowman. Straight into Shipper Mountain.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Random will be upgrading Cooper here when he gets off Sushi. Notable thing about Sushi Glitch, you can't bring up your partner menu while you're in Sushi Glitch state, but if you hit an upgrade block, you're safe to do so.
Yeah, if you mess up the menuing while you have Sushi Glitch, then you can soft lock. The one annoying thing with Sushi Glitch is going upstairs is very slow and annoying. So it's actually faster to take these encounters and run away and then just use Mario's normal movement.
Yep. So Random using the upgrade block to cancel Sushi Glitch. Sway will probably be switching off Sushi to Lackey during that fight instead.
Mm-hmm. Alright, now I get to see Random Ice Staircase skip. Another pretty difficult trick. Very precise on the positioning that you have to clip out with Lackey on. So yeah, you can see right there, not quite getting it.
Yeah, if I recall, these angles are also controller dependent to a degree.
Yes, that it's very important what angle you hold while you're out of bounds there. Eating the jammin', that's huge. We need to have a lot of FP for taking out the enemies in chapter 6 or chapter 7 while also keeping peril.
Yeah, it was a very fast ice staircase skip.
Alright, Morph not getting a bad cap on Junior, that's good.
Also important to grab the blue key here, even though they don't use it from this side. It is still important.
Yeah, chapter 7's about to look a little weird now after this trick. I'm gonna stay against that wall, push Lackey all the way with Mario, and then use that Lackey teleport to clip through the mirror and get on the other side.
Yeah, first try. It was a very good mirror clip. Loses a ton of time if you miss it once.
Yeah, having to reset that from the beginning and push Lackey all the way across the room again is quite the time loss. You have Soy swapping the Lackey in battle to cancel out that sushi glitch. Wow, that was really good from Slay.
Make sure he lands on the seam here and should be good. Yep.
Nice and easy. Good job, Slay. That was very clean.
Yeah, Morph doing the same as Random, using this time to upgrade Cooper.
Alright, now we're gonna have Sway going for Mirror Clip and Morph coming up on Ice Staircase Skip. Some more big tricks here.
Yeah, Random is going to be fighting the Clubbas here. Not too bad of a fight. Gets to just beat up the first Clubba.
Yep, and the thing with Magic Koopas is if they're colored Magic Koopas and they are alone in the battle, they will always run away.
Yeah, Morph got Ice Staircase skip very quickly also.
That was very good. Both of them making up a little bit of time on random on that one.
Looks like a very big gold for Morph also on Inner Palace.
Huge gold.
Yeah, looks like Morph and Sway both made up around 30 seconds.
Yeah, that was really huge. Even though random's Ice Staircase Skip did look pretty good, Morph and Sway both getting it very, very fast. Sway also notably not upgrading Cooper on the stairs as well was pretty big.
Yeah, getting it earlier.
So now the next real route difference that we'll see is likely on Crystal King should random decide to go for the Disney Shell fight, which is also very, very recent.
We'll also see if anyone here goes for a triple dip.
Oh, true. That is an option.
Although Random got pretty unlucky there with the Clubba.
Oh,
Just a little bit too low.
giving Morph and Sway a little bit of a chance to make up some more ground. This, I'm curious to see if anyone buffers a spin for this or if they just go for it.
Yeah,
Looks like
Random.
random gonna take a second to ensure that he doesn't mess that one up. Can definitely afford to do it at this pace.
Random opting not to go for a small statue skip. Needs PFD done anyway.
Mm-hmm. Right, random on the last enemy to dodge here. Going for the spin cancel. That's really nice. Save several frames there. Oh, getting caught there on the pillar.
Unfortunate.
Taking a little bit of time losses here in Chapter 7. Might push his decision to lean towards Dizzy Shell a little bit if he wasn't already thinking about going for it. Yep, keeping Cooper out for Crystal King.
Makes sense.
Not swapping on the lock, so yeah, looks like that's sealed. I was watching Sway the other night and I saw he did he does the same puzzle order that I do on this that Random's doing right now. But he also goes for the swag jump, and that looked really fast, and I might have to try to pick up on that. Learn some of those angles. Close call.
Sway jumping on the clubba.
Another encounter. These chapter 7, once again, these chapter 7 hallways, they're tight. Those pillars kind of stick out in just an unfortunate spot, and your movement has to be pretty tight to get around them.
Yeah.
All right, this mash is very, very difficult. I think this mash is harder than Dizzy on anti-guys. But I believe if you have a really clean mash, you can mash this to about 90%. Alright, get in peril.
And it works.
They're working out. That's huge.
Yeah, that makes a big difference on this fight.
Yep, and so now that Crystal King can't do anything, you can kind of just stomp on him. Make quick work of that fight. Finished off with a jump ×2. Very huge from Random. Oh, Sway not swapping on that log either. Looks like he might be going for a Dizzy Shell fight as well. You can actually do the same fight in Glitchless, but with Power Shock. But Power Shock is significantly worse due to its bias towards not working.
Yeah, it's very not worth it. If you get it to work, it's great.
Yeah. That's another little advantage that at world record level that Dizzy Shell has over Power Shock on Hallway Bowser, because you don't have Bow. And Dizzy Shell doesn't have that negative bias, so it makes that fight just a little bit better. Morph also not swapping on the lock. He might know. He might know how. I'm pretty sure he does know. I think I saw him in the chat after Clippy Boots. Might be trying everything he can to make up that ground. Sway working out as well with that. That's huge.
That was a pretty good mash.
I'm getting 4-capped on the charge bounce.
Shouldn't be an issue though.
Yep, we'll just have to do was jump ×2 kill here? Let's see. Yeah, it does. Wow. No problem at all. Alright, Morph going in with Cooper here. Getting Peril. This is some great stuff.
And it works.
Working out for him as well. That's huge. This strat is very, very recent as well, so you love to see it working out for all three of them.
Gets the 5 cap.
So both Sway, I imagine, has made up some time on random here. Random getting 2 encounters in the palace.
Yeah, Sway had 1 encounter, but Morph had 0.
Yeah, so this will be pretty good for them to make up some ground, especially it'll come down to the anti-guy fight here. As well as just general execution on door 2. Door 2 is a very, very hard split when you're trying to go fast with the Flood Room and Cannonless. And there's still Kent to worry about. This will definitely be one where everyone will want to be saving before.
Oh, definitely. Having a run die to Kent is not what you want to see.
Yeah, not 2.5 hours in.
Yeah, notably Random is burning through these early dojo fights pretty quickly. Until Master, it's not really any thought to it.
Yeah, these guys, you can kind of just delete them. Sway going for that fast movement on the Gulpits. Saving a few frames. Really convenient Peril Manip here on Master 1. Taking 7 damage twice. Look at that damage.
Yeah, 5 bounce just kills him instantly.
Never had a chance. Master 2 and 3 are a little bit different, though. I believe both fights use a repel. We're going to find out here.
Yeah, Random should be going for repel here on turn 1.
Yeah. And then these Peril power bounces are just going to melt him away. Morph also going for that fast movement on the Gulpits.
Morph upgrading Sushi.
Oh, yeah, I know what this is for. I saw Morpheus do a final Bowser fight the other night while he was doing runs, and that final Bowser fight is insanely fast. Even if your caps are like not the you don't need that good of caps for you to just destroy Bowser. So if he can keep it close, we could see a swing on final Bowser.
Yeah, Random is just finishing up Master 3. Sway is about to finish Master 1.
Master 3 has a chance of 3 capping you, but I believe it takes a lot of 3 caps for it to be a problem.
Yeah, Mario here is just so strong.
Only Bowser was this easy at 99 HP. Alright, that's the dojo wrapped up for random sauce, and now we get to see Kent. This will be huge. This
Yeah.
Dizzy Shell matters a lot. Now, in the past, Lullaby, using Lullaby was kind of like the main strat here, but you can mash Dizzy Shell to a little bit higher than Lullaby's odds of working, which I believe is 84%. So you kind of have a little bit more control over the outcome.
Oh,
Oh,
random's going for
random
Lullaby.
deciding to go for Lullaby. Okay,
That's
this is
respectable.
interesting. And you have bow. You do have bow. So if it fails, you have a backup here.
Yeah.
So working out for him anyway. So no big deal. And the other thing about Kent is that his tail has no defense compared to his body. So doing that menu to the left is huge. Getting that extra damage on him. Nice and easy.
Very well. And random will level up here on Kent. I think
SP level
Sway
up to
won't.
30. Okay. Yeah, the level ups here, this is where it starts to get affected by if you got Spiny Spawn or Spinyless in Chapter 6. Is you either level up on Kent or you level up on the key fight in the lava basement.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Sway is the only one that got Spinyless, so see a little bit of difference there.
And we'll see what they decide to level up as well. I think Morph might be leveling up BP when his level up comes up to facilitate the final Bowser fight that he's doing.
Yeah, that would make sense.
All right, let's see if Sway. Yeah, Sway's going in with Cooper, so it looks like he's going to be going for that Dizzy Shell. Man, that match is so difficult. The Lullaby back up here.
Yeah, unfortunately, Star Spirit powers are just so slow.
All right, working out for him. Luckily, not a problem. I thought that match was the same as Crystal King, but I'm not 100% certain on that one. That looked very, very hard.
Yeah, notably, Random actually is getting in the bathtub with Bo.
Oh, that's true. That makes a difference. When you enter this bathtub with a flying partner as opposed to a grounded partner, you save 20 frames. Looks like Morph's got Bow out and he's gonna save, so I imagine he's gonna go for the Lullaby here.
Yeah. Lullaby's odds are so good that it makes sense just to take the safe route.
Mm-hmm. And with Bow out, you have 2 chances of it, so it's a very rare occurrence that neither of them work.
Ooh, Sway getting encountered.
Ooh, these embers are a little tricky to dodge. There's some consistent movement for them, but it is hard to execute. Especially on that second ember. Another thing that will change in Chapter 8, along with where you level up regarding if you got Spiny Spawn or Spinyless, is the Peril Manip that you have to do for the anti-guys. You'll take it on a different fight in Door 2.
Right, right.
See if Random goes for these spin cancels on the top. I think he will.
Yep.
Yes, he will. That always looks so nice. That can save like half a second if you get them really well. And yeah, notice Morph upgrading BP after he beat Kent. We'll need all that extra BP to do that fast final Bowser fight. Random getting the jail life shroom. Even, yeah, you have the sewers life shroom at this point.
Yeah.
So being extra safe, getting that jail one. I don't think you need it, but you never know what can happen with anti-guys. Because so far we've only seen Dizzy Shell used on single enemies, but when you're having to fight 3 of them, there's a much greater chance that one of them will fail if you don't max it.
Random also getting the other life shroom.
Taking no chances. No reason not to with the lead that he has. Wow, it was really fast from Random. Very good setup. More good spin cancels as well. Dropped it a little bit at the end, but still saving time. That's huge. It's a pretty nice door 1 gold for him.
Oh, for sure. Opting not to go for the save before Flood Room. I assume he won't soft lock, but
yeah, Random pretty confident in his door 2. He's got, I think he has the fastest gold in any percent for Flood Room Cannonless. So watching this segment get pulled off is really mesmerizing.
yeah, if he wants to take it safe here, he can go for the fall anyway. Not too big of a deal.
Yeah, the deal with doing the flood room clips is once you get towards the bottom seam, you want to make sure you stay on the seams and not go inbounds. If you go inbounds, you will soft lock.
Yeah, he took the fall. Makes
Yep,
sense.
being extra safe here. And one thing that's important to know, if you take that fall, you need to walk off of the seam. You can't be running and you can't be spinning, because otherwise you won't respawn right on the edge. And if you hold down from there, you will soft lock. Really fast cannonless lineup.
Yeah.
And on the seam, perfect.
Switching to sushi.
This is also important.
Good.
Need to hit one of these.
Very easy Peril Manip.
And the reason we swapped the sushi here is now you'll notice that these dry bones aren't actually trying to attack Mario. It is a weird property of sushi being your active partner that happens. So you really want to have sushi out because otherwise they'll still be throwing bones at you, and if you're if you're in peril and they decide to hit you, you are done for.
Yeah. Good job on the hammer roller. Oh, I missed it. I guess
I missed
Sway...
it too. Oh man, Sway getting fancy here. Some out of bounds movement. Right, random coming up on the quiz. Needs to get 3 answers wrong to trigger the fight. Sway with a good faster key there. See what Sway decides to do. See if he tries to take the quick escape to make up a couple seconds.
Yep.
There we go. Nice and easy. Alright, Sway first striking that bullet. This is going to be his peril manip. Very important that he stood still there after that fight to avoid picking up any heart drops. Not quite maxing the match, but that doesn't matter. With this fight, he's going to have to do another one. He's doing the really optimal Dizzy Shell fight. And he needs that one to work as well. Beautiful match.
Good. Yeah.
Very fast fight. He's going to be able to finish this off with, oh, he's checking his inventory. Needing that blueberry. That's funny, I didn't realize he had to eat an item in this fight, but yeah, it gives you enough to do another bounce and then 2 more power quakes. Whoa, wow, this is weird. Is out of sight normal? I guess it is.
I wonder... Yeah, he must have come up with something different.
Yeah, slightly different since he has bow at his disposal.
Yeah.
Huh.
Starstorm. Got to hit the hard block. Okay, I see.
I see. Was a little bit short on FP. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, I believe that's a spiny spawn thing. Because otherwise you level up during door 1. And if you level up on Ken, then you use some FP on the key fight.
Right.
Oh, Morpheus getting hit. Oh no. The lure not quite working out for him. Now he's at 10 HP. And he's got to figure out a way to get back into peril.
Yeah, he can encounter the same dry bones again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's probably his best bet.
Hammer Bro being chill.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if he walks into the same dry bones and blocks 1 out of 2, he should be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Or choosing to hit the hard block, that works too.
Okay.
He'll get first struck instead.
Yeah. Get another chance at hitting those blocks if need be by being at 15, so playing it safe. Sway's mash working out. And again, very good.
Good. Yep. No disaster so far.
Now let's see the ending here. The double power quake. Looks like he got 4 capped having to time that one. So the other thing about these anti guys is that they have a 16% chance of 4 capping you, and if you get 4 capped and you do this fight, you have to time your power quakes as opposed to being able to just untime them.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, power quake doing 10 damage to those duplicos is huge. Duplicos are really tanky. They've got 15 health, so being in peril and being as powerful as you are in all bosses goes a long way there.
Yeah.
Alright, random rebadging for Junior Troopa.
Looks like
And he's got bow
doing
out, so yeah, he's gonna...
a safe fight.
Yep. Alright, Morph's turn for Dizzy Shell Mash here.
Almost
Nice
maxed
mash.
it. Yeah.
Really good stuff. And Morph has quick change, so I imagine he's gonna do a slightly different version of this fight. We'll see. We'll see if he goes for double Dizzy Shell. Yep, he's gonna swap to Bomb Bet with quick change on and do a power bomb. And this will cut out a turn. So now we're gonna see him bounce again. Oh yeah, we're gonna see him power shock first, and then if this one works out, he's gonna bounce again. Good mash.
Yeah, random making very quick work of Junior.
That was a really cool fight. That was a really cool fight from Morph. Love to see that. Alright, no need for any more life shrooms. No need for any more badges.
Ooh, wait.
Oh, he's going for it anyway. Oh, you know what? He's probably getting Power Rush.
Makes sense, yeah.
Yup. He's going for Power Rush because he's probably gonna do yeah, I'm getting rid of Close Call. Yeah, he's probably gonna do like the fast, risky ending and make it so that it doesn't really matter that much if he doesn't get Peril.
Yep. Let's see what kind of caps he gets on hallway. Shouldn't matter as much because of Power Plus.
Yeah, with Power Plus, I think you only need a 4 and a 3 to get a 3 turn.
I think that sounds right.
So I think as long as you don't get double 3'd. Sway working on taking out Junior. 2 blocks to get to Peril.
Yep.
Random double 4, easy kill. All right, random coming up on the home stretch here. Just has to deal with final Bowser. I'm very curious to see what fights these guys do. All three of them might be doing different fights.
I definitely morph at least for sure.
Yeah.
Random
Well,
little
random has
sure if he wants to save or not.
Yep. If he were to save and if he were to die to final, it would be too much. Morph and Sway would
Yeah.
both be able to pass him if they get good first try finals, so
Yeah, phase one
not
plus
really
the
a
Cammy
point.
fight is a long time.
Yeah, keeping Bo out too, so playing it safe on phase one, not really needing close call. He removed it anyway for Power
Yep.
Plus, so. But what if they all die? That would be quite the ending.
Hopefully that doesn't happen.
Yeah. Wait, what is... Wait, hold on. Oh, quick change, that's right.
Yep.
Turbocharging from Junior. Doing a little bit of a different fight here. He's just gonna go for it.
Yeah, 2 charges and a turbocharge. Should be plenty.
Yeah. Alright, needs 5 here.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice and easy.
Okay, Sway opting to save. Wants to make sure he can finish no matter what.
Yep. Sway making up some ground. It's hard to
Yeah.
imagine a scenario where you lose a ton of time to Bowser without straight up dying. But it has happened, and it can happen.
Random did lose time to getting Power Rush, where Sway didn't, and I don't think Morph would either.
That's true, yeah. I don't think he needs Power Plus for any reason here. Yeah. Or, sorry, Power Rush. You'd absolutely do want Power Plus.
Yeah. See what kind of cap Sway gets in phase one.
Classic 4 cap there.
Double 4 is pretty good though.
Yeah, especially with Power Plus, you get that extra damage there. It's really nice. I'm very excited to see Morpheus' final Bowser fight. I'm pretty sure if you get decent caps, you can kill on turn 4 by phase 2. So I'm really hyped for that one, and I'm curious to see how Random goes about his fight. Having Power Rush at his disposal. Sway keeping Watt out after phase 1. This will be interesting. He might go for the... Maybe he's going for the risky fight where you do turbocharge. I imagine that's what's going on here.
Could be going for a turbocharge on turn 1. Yeah, more physical green fire shield.
Yep, fire shield, power jump.
Yeah, Random also has Watt out.
Yep, but I imagine they'll both be doing the same fight then. Although Sway doesn't have the luxury of Power Plus, or Power Rush, my goodness.
Yeah, Random has a little bit of a cushion there.
They do all have their extra repels for if things do go south.
It's true. Yeah, charge, turbocharge, or do nothing. Okay.
Okay, yeah. It doesn't feel the need to turbocharge when you're jacked like you are in this category.
Yeah.
Morph getting 3 cats.
He might also, if he is going to turbocharge, he might be delaying it.
That's true.
Or extra turns. 2 charges.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Okay.
This is new. Yeah, delaying the turbocharge.
I wonder if he did that just because Bowser fired on turn 1 and then fired again anyway.
Oh. Did not see what got morphed out on the second bounce, but it probably doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Alright, here comes the Peach Beam.
Let's see what Bowser decides to do in turn 3.
Surely he won't fire again.
All right, 3 fires in a row.
Easy peril.
All right, Bowser.
Alright, Bowser's about to get vaporized on the next turn.
Going for the repel gel.
Wow.
And there's the wave. All right, Bowser.
Alright, let's see how much this does. 14. He's just gonna die next turn. If he doesn't shield.
All right.
Okay, yeah. I think Bowser is just dead here. Yeah.
Yeah,
3 cap easy. GG's for random. That was cool. That was very cool.
Yeah, that was a very good fight.
Pretty fast too. Looks like it's gonna be what, 7-16, 7-17. Yeah, pretty quick ending. Sway on his final Bowser. He turbocharged on turn 1.
So we got a turn 1 fire also. He's going for the Peach Beam immediately. See if he gets as lucky as Random did there.
Swapping a bow here.
Just in case.
And there it is. Fire.
Yep.
Yep, gonna use out of sight here.
See if Bowser decides to shield or die.
Alright, there we go. He picked the wrong option. And 3 capped again. Doesn't matter.
Too powerful.
Very easy fight.
GG's to
Sway
Sway.
there. Well done, GG's.
Morph is entering phase 2 at just in time.
Yeah, it looks like Bowser forgot how to do his other moves.
Yeah, Morph is going to be doing a different fight here. So,
yeah, this fight's gonna look a lot different. May look a little more familiar to what people may be used to seeing from all cards, given that he's upgraded Sushi. Has bow out already.
He does
he's
a
got
quick change, though.
Yep. Yeah, nice and easy. Turn on water block. This is very standard. And what this water block does is it means that no matter what attacks Bowser does, you will get peril after 2 turns.
Yep. Very, very good fight.
Here comes the turbocharge. Yep, that water block and fire shield combo makes sure that you take 7 from fire. Easy peril manip. Oh, 3 cap. That's unlucky.
Yeah. Probably won't matter.
Another fire. Oh, starting at 8 is insane. Oh, he's still
Oh,
alive. Oh,
yeah.
he's shielded.
Yeah.
I wonder if shell shot kills.
Yeah, Peach beam out of sight, and then Bowser will die next turn anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely the safe option here. Yeah, getting 3 capped on the charge bounce is just unlucky. That bounce matters a lot more than the rest, but either way, Bowser never had a chance. These final fights going well for everyone. Love to see it.
Yeah, just going for a 3
Dropping the
bounce.
3. Light work. Good stuff from Morpheus. GG's.
GG's.
That's cool. Morpheus is gonna beat his splits there. Not too far away from a PB either.
Yeah.
Without bow skip, that's really huge. Well done to everyone. That was amazing.
Yeah, GG's to all the runners. You get to watch 3 epilogues at once.
Yup, the epilogues where you kind of just sit there and bask in the glory of finishing a run. There's still a little bit of movement left, but not much.
Yeah. Random will soon be holding down on his control stick.
These are all really good times for not doing bow skip.
Oh, definitely.
And that was really cool to see the ending gauntlet, how all the fights were a little bit different. Yeah, random gonna finish with a 311. That's very, very fast.
Yeah, 3:11:43.
GG's to random. That's an amazing time.
Yeah, Sway will have a 3:12 here.
I thought Fright Jar fail as well for random and Slay.
Yep. And random had Spiny Spawn.
Meant to save before final. We saw the hesitation there on the stairs. But yeah, even taking a little bit of safety to get Power Rush as well. Everything just worked out in the end.
Yeah, Sway
Sway,
3:12:54.
beautiful. GG's to Sway. Great run.
A little more than 2 minutes off of his PB. Not bad at all.
Wait, yeah, that's a huge epilogue goal for Sway. He just has one big split there.
Yeah. I know he does the same in TTYD, where he
Yeah.
doesn't split for Shadow Queen.
Wow, that's junior hallway final and epilogue all in one split. That's amazing.
Yeah, most people will have each of those as a different split.
I'm very happy with how these runs panned out. This category is definitely underappreciated, and I think a big part of the reason that is because the routes that we had in the past were just not very good. Very hard to get into this category when it's kind of locked behind stuff like Flippy Boots and Early Whale, but
Yep.
we've made a lot of improvements in the recent month or two. All right, more finishing up his last room. Gonna end up with a 315. Wow, that's like just about a minute off of his actual PB. That's an amazing run.
Yeah, for everything that went wrong. Yeah. Morph lost a lot of time to Clippy Boots and Yellowberry Skip.
3:15:52.
Yeah, that's really
GG's
good.
to Morpheus. GG's to everyone. That was an amazing show. Good
GG's,
stuff to
everyone.
everyone. Amazing. Oh wow, the race is still in progress on race time. Anyway, that was really fun. That was so much fun to watch. I was very excited to do this, and it's been such a good show. So
Yeah.
these runs were amazing. Shout outs to Morph, Random, and Sway for doing this. Not a lot of people run all bosses, but hopefully that'll change. Especially we've got an announcement to make. This is going to be very similar to how we did this for all cards, but now that we've shown off all bosses, we want to invite anyone else that actually wants to run this category or feels interested or wants to learn. We're going to be hosting for our next major event at Pape Races the All Bosses Open, very similar to the All Cards Open, and we're gonna open this sign up for anyone that currently has either no PB or a PB of 3 hours and 20 minutes or higher. So lots of people should be able to sign up for this event. We're going to put out the sign up sheet here in a second. And we're planning on hosting this on February 18th. That is Saturday. So we've been working behind the scenes on lots of resources. Paper Mario Archives, we've recently been working on beginner and expert routes for all bosses, and we have lots of good videos for learning all the tricks and practicing. We also made practice saves. That was something that was very highly requested last time with the Yellow Cards Open. We've got practice saves for both beginner and expert routes, so people, if you got the practice ROM, you can just fire up those saves and learn as you go. They follow the route very, very closely. And yeah, we just really want to see more people do this category because it's so cool. And I hope a lot of you guys enjoyed watching these guys show it off. So let's see. Yeah, we've got saves. They're gonna be ready very soon. One thing, do we have a command here? No, we don't have a command because the stream is very scuffed. Yeah, we've got some people working on the sheet right now for the signups, so we're gonna be able to post that in a sec. Join our Pape Races Discord. You can see the link here in the panels, and I'll post it here in chat. Go ahead and join the Pape Races Discord. We'll have a lot more information on how to get started with getting all the resources and just being a part of the community here. The bot is in development. There we go. But yeah, that's the plan that we've got going forward. Is the next big event we'll have February 18th on Saturday. It'll be at the same time as always, 5 p.m. Eastern. Okay, I'm getting weird that we're working on this sheet. Someone will post it in chat here in a second. Surely. There we go. Thank you, M4, my hero. So yeah, if anyone is even remotely interested, you can go ahead and sign up on the sheet, and if you decide that you don't want to follow through with it, you don't have to. But absolutely, if you're even remotely interested in learning this category and wanting to do the race on the open race on February 18th, feel free, fill out the sheet, join the Pape Races Discord, and we will get you everything that you need.
It is worth noting that you don't have to play on N64 if you don't
Yep,
have
that's
one.
true. We'll allow runs on any console. And you can also start doing runs even prior to. It doesn't have to be your first run, just as long as your time is 320 or higher at the time that you sign up. That is our criteria for holding the open race. But yeah, definitely feel free to join the Pape Races Discord. Also join the Paper Mario speedrunning Discord. We'll have a lot of information on kind of just getting started with learning how to speedrun the game in general. Let me see if I can copy this link. Very prepared, I know. Yeah. Here's the link to the official Paper Mario speedrunning Discord. We've got lots of other resources here as well for just learning how to speedrun the game, and that's kind of just where everyone posts their PVs and use strats and all the cool stuff that comes with RTA speedrunning the vanilla game. I know most of our content here is usually the bi-weekly randomizer race coverage that we do, but we're huge fans of doing vanilla game speedruns, and I'm glad a lot of you guys all showed up for the all bosses race here that we did today. And I think that's everything that I have to comment about. We did just post an announcement in the Pape Races Discord about the All Bosses Open, so if you missed anything, there's a good recap for it there. Join the Discord, please. But yeah, thank you guys all for watching. I think with that, Phantom, you got anything else to say?
No, not really. This was really fun to commentate, and GG's to everyone. Sign up for the Open, please.
Yeah, sign up for the Open. We're gonna leave the sheet open for right now. We've got it set to be open for a week, so on January 14th we'll close it. So even if you're remotely interested, sign up for the All Bosses Invitational.